my name is Samuel, and today we should take a look at the set 71737 X-1 Ninja Charger, which is the Legacy 10th Anniversary remake, as it does have the exclusive Golden Coal, and this does contain 599 pieces. 5 minifigures, and this did originally retail £45, $50 and €50. And yeah, this set is really cool. This is a remake of the X-1 Ninja Charger from 2014. I will do a comparison when I get around to it. So yeah, that is honestly a really good set, and this one is really good. And the thing I want to do a video is that Legacy I've always got wrong. I was looking at this and I was like, it's not accurate, you know, there's lots of issues with it. But then I realised Legacy isn't about accuracy. I keep forgetting that it's about what the Ninja like reimagine it as now. I believe it's Tommy Andreas who confirmed that. So yeah, that is really cool. And yeah, the minifigures are pretty cool. You get the Golden Coal, you get Jay and Kai, which if you get the tournament set, which most fans do, if you have this one, means you can have duplicates, and then you get a new Minjoid, you get an Ninjoid, and of course you get the Golden Coal, which actually is really incredible. So let's take a look at the minifigures and Golden Coal, then the actual build itself. So starting off, we take a look at Kai and Jay. You can see that these are their Legacy robes, so they're Season 3 and Season 4, which is pretty cool. So this is Legacy 2.0, and yeah, their hair pieces do look a bit lighter in the show, so it's a bit annoying that they haven't got that, but still, that looks perfectly fine. There you can see on the back, they have their original logos, which I really like the look of that. I think it's pretty cool that they've kind of just kept which the fact they've just kept their logos, I think that is pretty cool that they've actually, yeah, just kept them, because quite a lot, they keep getting rid of stuff like that, so the fact that they've sort of gone back is pretty cool. And I always wonder, will we one day get, like, the original faces? I think it would just be such a cool, like, idea, giving the original faces back. But there, you can see, just as, like, a old set, but there you can see the faces, which look pretty cool. Jay looks pretty happy, and Kai doesn't look pleased, and there, you can see that. I really need to build another stand, but there, you can see their printing, which really, I think looks really cool. I like their printing, like, I don't know, just, I've always, like, the half-mast design has always been really cool, so that's the reason that I'm really excited for the Season 14 sets. But there, you can see that, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I really like the look of that. There, you've seen their facial expressions, so these are really cool. So then here you can see Cole, which I want to do this section a bit differently, just trying to work out the best way to show it. But there, you can see it says 10 Ninjago years, which is pretty cool. I like their mask there, pretty cool. This is like the Season 13 mask on the mountain one, and it's cool. That is actually gunmetal grey, it's not black, the mask, so that I was quite interested in exactly would they do that, because it's not exactly his colour, but I think it's great that they've done that. It's kind of a good change up. But there you can see focusing in on the back, then you can see he looks pretty happy and then pretty stern. That is of course his normal face. You've got his weapon, and yeah, I think this is a really cool figure. So removing his shoulder pad, which yeah, that's basically just the same colour it is from the other sets. It would have been great to at least get a copper version somewhere, but yeah, there you can see that back print, which honestly I think this back print is really good. I like the look of this minifigure. The rope printing I think is really good. It's a very interesting figure. There you can see that, so that is pretty cool. And then moving on to the front, you can see the robes, which I really like the look of these, and the leg print is practically the same throughout all of them. The only real difference is the body print, and the main exclusive part for these is just like the mask and the body print, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, I really like this minifigure. Which then, taking a quick look at the Ninjoid, they look pretty cool here. There you can see what they look like, which yeah, I like the look of these Ninjoids. I think they're really cool. The head mask, it's great that they've actually kept this. Like, I'm kind of surprised that they have, which it's disappointing to see that they didn't with the ghost. Like, the more I think, like, the more I'm a bit like, no, it's kind of annoying. And the weirdest part about their head print, so you can see they have the silver on the right hand side, and then on the left here, it's kind of like they have an alternative head, which I find really weird. And the more I look at it, I get confused, because I'm like, why do they have it like that? Instead of doing two separate head prints, they put them on one. I get it's an alternative face print, but it doesn't work, because like the panel and like the colouring would be reversed, so it wouldn't exactly work for their characters. But yeah, there you can see the back printing, which is pretty cool. I like the look of that. Minjoid's weapon, as I said in like my haul, I really like the look of it. It looks really cool. And the most interesting thing about the Ninjoids is that the one here on the right actually has an extra accessory, which there you can see him with his extra accessory, which is just this like the jetpack, which honestly I think looks really cool. I like the look of it. I think it's cool. Yeah, it looks really cool. It's not much else to say. It's just a jetpack. It looks a bit blocky at the bottom, but yeah, it's quite nostalgic seeing that. Sadly, it's not the printed element or a new printed version. It's just a sticker, and I think that's my first time getting this new like body. Like I think it's a parachute piece, I believe, from like the parachute police line, I believe in last year, wasn't it, 2020? But yeah, that looks really awesome, and I like the look of that, and it has 2 tires if you want to use them. So taking a look at the car itself, you can see it's a pretty big car comparing it to a minifigure, a standard minifigure of just a head, the body, and the legs. It is a pretty humongous set. It's quite a bit bigger than the other one in quite a lot of areas, but mainly it's the middle area. But then we've got a bit of an awkward gap, which I will discuss my thoughts on that later. But so something of course, looking at the side, you can see with that really big sticker, which I really like the look of that. I think it looks pretty cool, like the fire and just these little details. I love it when they do those like dotted details on prints and stickers. I think it always works out pretty well. And then of course we have this like little scythe on the side, which it can't do much. It could sort of go up and down a bit, but the idea is it's not meant to. So that is pretty cool. Of course, it got front and forth, which is pretty cool. And then of course, moving on to the front, you can see we have quite a few stickers. That one I really did butcher. I'm sorry, I'm really butchered that one. I couldn't believe it, but hey, that happens. I'm not the best at them. You got the grills, you got the 001 sticker, and then you have that. I think that's because this was a prototype, wasn't it? And then they never got seen again until like Prime Empire. So that was quite. Wait, no, it wasn't in Prime Empire, was it? No, it was the Cantana, whatever it's called. Yeah, the other one from season 11. But yeah, there you can see that fire element. Pretty cool, the sticker. You can see the front. And then, yeah, the stickers at the front look really nice. There's quite a lot of stickers, so I know people who don't like stickers, they would find it really annoying. 7 stickers. Got 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and 1 in the middle. You can see that there, which is really nice. Yeah, you can see that sticker. And that is really well done, the way it's got like a dip, and then it kind of has that grill piece. And then it has some studs underneath. I don't know what it is, but that just creates a really nice look there. You can see what it looks like at that angle, which is pretty cool. And there, you can see what it looks like with the lights and the katana. I like the look of that. And yeah, that is pretty cool. Then moving on to the side, I love that element. It's quite big, but it just gives it a really nice rounded feel, which I really like the look of that. And yeah, you can see we have this like little fin part, sort of reminds me of like a TIE Defender kind of wing, which is pretty funny. But yeah, that is pretty cool. We've got a 2x2, which I was kind of disappointed there's no sticker. And then we got these like fins on the back, which I'm kind of disappointed they didn't put the basketball net again at the back, because that's what they did on the original, and that was a part that I really liked about back in the day, and I still think it's pretty cool. And then this sort of moves up and down, but you can't move it too much, because if you do that, it will sort of fire them out, which, yeah, that isn't too bad, but you can see it does fire them out, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty nice that you can do that, and if you did remove them, you sort of can move it a bit more, but really, you're not going to want to move it because you're going to end up losing the parts. But there, you can see that. And looking from the top, you can see that we have the interior with that sticker, which looks really nice, which says auto there, moving at a different angle. And there you can see the control panel and a bike and some holes, which I will show that in a minute. And then we have this like Technic piece down there, and yeah, that looks really cool. You've got, looks like a button there, and that is basically what that looks like. I think it's pretty cool. I like the fin parts. It looks really nice. And now the coolest part is the feature actually does work, as I kind of said it in my review. I was worried but it wouldn't work too well, but there you can see that, which looks pretty funny when you look at it from that angle. You can just see his head poking up, and the idea is that you push down on this. So of course you have that, and then you've got the spring mechanism. The idea is that you push down on it. So what you do, you simply get that in the middle, you move this over here so you can sort of see exactly where you're gonna go. You press it down and it fires it out, which is really cool. You can see it's really quick. It's quite a snappy thing. And this on its own literally looks like his own car. I remember taking a photo. I don't think I have it anymore. But yeah, I was like, wow, this looks like a car. I had some wheels and had a couple of technical elements. I could have easily turned it into a car, which that could be a really interesting idea. But I don't think I will actually do that. But there, again, you can see that sticker, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I really like the look of that. And the fact that they're doing that, which is pretty cool. So that is really nice. I like the look of that. And there you can see the bottom with the Technic, which is pretty cool. So that is pretty cool. Now, moving this out of the way there, you can see that, which honestly, I think is pretty cool. I like the look of that. You can see that we have the bike. You have the sticker at the front, which is pretty cool. Some even more stickers. So you got 7, 2 at the side. You got another one. Like, honestly, this set is absolutely just jam-packed with stickers. But honestly, it's not too bad. There you can see the client logo again, classic one, which is pretty cool. And this bike doesn't look too oversized, but issue with me, it doesn't really have any controls. So it's like, exactly where does he hold on? You can't really make him hold on, and and it can't lay down either, so it's not like one of those Tron looking bikes. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain that you can't exactly do that with the controls, but hey, that's not too bad. But there you can see the main controls, which is pretty cool. I guess that's one of the changes from the original bike. I guess more advancements in technology in the world of Ninjago. But there you can see the seat as well, which is yellow, or that like mustard yellow for kind, which is sort of like a secondary color, or more like a highlight color, which is pretty cool. And actually, that look really cool in these suits. I don't know why they've not really done that before, but yeah, that looks really cool. And you can see the Technic and that 2x2 tile. So yeah, that is really nice. And of course, moving that up, you can see exactly where it goes and how it works. You just press it down and it sort of just all goes from there. So if we quickly move that back in, you can see it goes into the hole. And of course, if we do it from this angle, but sometimes it doesn't work, and just then it didn't exactly work. And that is one issue that I've had quite a bit with this set. It doesn't always work. So if I put it in the hole, right, okay, I've got it set up perfectly. This should fire it, but sometimes it's just a bit temperamental. So if we do it again, yeah, it doesn't want to go. So that is something that I've really discovered, that you just got to be careful. Like, don't rely on this working all the time, because I've not had a good chance. It was the best chance I had was when I did it a few minutes ago for the original showing of that. But yeah, that is what the feature looks like, which this car is really cool. I like the look of it. Now let's go on to my final thoughts of the set. So there we have it, the X-1 Ninja Charger from 2021. I think is a really awesome set. I know lots of people are getting it mainly for the whole minifigure, but seriously, I don't think anyone would be disappointed. It's a really cool set, but then again, I'm biased. I like all Ninjago sets, even the bike sets. They get repetitive and a bit annoying, but still really awesome. And yeah, I think it's a really cool set. I like the fact it's like different. It's kind of sleek, I guess, and just the way it's done is pretty nice. But my only issue is with this whole gap. Like, why is it so obvious? It would have been better to cover all of that up, like seriously. But yeah, that is what I think of this set. So please leave a like on this video if you did enjoy. Leave a comment and your thoughts if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. I'll see you there. Bye for now.